Puts their mark down onto C and already cutting deep and maybe getting towards a flank position. STELLAE already trying to scratch towards the back of the defenses, but TSM just hold the wall and off the pistol. The knife kill on the very first round. That is insane.
Yeah, and he already has spiked down too. If anything, though, TSM looked amazing to fight back resiliency, and now they show it in this matchup for this third round as they push up on this A ramp.
Man, the counter aggression from TSM just immediately striking at STELLAE before they could even really develop this A plan. And Bora is able to just keep on scrapping at close range, but also TSM wanting to be aware of the flashes that could be coming their way. But TMOtino finds a double kill. Look at the timing, the flash. Zanatsu on the approach, and
in the past, who's been so good for TSM earlier on.
Spawn and quick to double push, double swing. And TSM find themselves behind, but at a different angle this time, coming from Garage, and the Odin is loud and proud. A 3K for 7.
That's exactly what I was talking about. Get ready for that Odin, and look at him stand up right after.
At least they could see it from main, but a flank yet again from GMD, who strikes at 2. And STELLAE are going to have to be more aware of this in the future. Get into a stable position coming from Garage, just like last time. Full util for Vora, even a recon, but not wanting to reveal their hand until it's ready to go. And the Rolling Thunder from 7. You knew exactly where STELLAE was hiding. And it's just the Omen left and no more. STELLAE, well, they don't have to talk smack. They can just shoot better at that moment. What a turnaround. Also for the morale. And STELLAE are going to keep trying to hit this C side. But TSM have read this like a book. The shotguns. STELLAE have no space to work with. If they keep hitting the same site, TSM are going to be ready for it. More of their paranoia set up for the top site. It's going to be a split push from STELLAE. It doesn't matter. Vora can take them all, but numbers are equal. STELLAE have found their way in, and now the spike is smoked off, but TMOtino just has to stop the defuse. Surely they're so injured, and he saves the day. But STELLAE have not budged despite that camera information from Geek. And being in that nook, he knows it's all quiet over here, but TMOtino just roars through the smoke. He does get punished, but TSM have layers to their offense, and they're just peeling STELLAE back, who you really didn't need it to demand perfection from the Brazilian team that they have so much experience in. But North America is on top, and TSM loud and proud with how they finished this up, 13-3.
Bora can get closer to the Hunter's Fury.
TSM will get the orb after all, so now collecting both and seeing what damage they can do, and GMD just sneaks his way in. And even though the injuries on SW, he still stands and he's able to trade in TSM. Well, they got the slow orb up there, so STELLAE barely be managing to escape after the shock bolts came flying from TSM. Buying now enough time to get the plant down. Tricky. Just some nice flashes, actually, but that needs setup time, and TMOtino just has a stranglehold on this high ground. And Zanatsu, well, did get a foothold on this high ground. Drops, nice shot, but it is a TSM thrifty. Speaking of lurking around, they could be coming around the catwalk side, but it's interesting that Guy is so focused on where did that Sentinel go, and now hope to coalesce around TSM. There's a dimensional drip pinging where TSM hard. It just doesn't matter. Advantage who? But last round of the half, who will kick things off? It's TSM already making their way into A. What a beautiful paranoia on the swing. But TMOtino is still around. Just damage brings SW down to his knees, and TMOtino is still screaming away. You know, at least got the job done, and it's not even over yet. How is he still alive? Any stray bullet could end TMOtino at 4 HP. Okay, I stand corrected. It'll take another bullet, another marshmallow his way. Bora has his back. TMOtino scouts 2 versus 1 on the post plan for TSM, and Guy will need a band-aid and will need a better half coming up for STELLAE. Door is closed, so Bora was able to get back on his feet, but STELLAE are just striking on all sides, and it's just 7, now becoming the battle stage you were hoping to see, Vans. But there are too many players from STELLAE, but wait! 7 gets Gets away under pressure. Diamonds form. 1v1
I will
to
not
extend
die.
the TSM. Cannot hesitate. They have to execute. One within the site, one at the back. Alvin Boy will emerge, gets tagged, chooses a different route. 7 trades, but TSM need help, and it's on its way. Bora with the multi-kill. 7 doesn't need no help. Call 911, but it's for STELLAE.
And you can already see it. Only the first row. The 4 fans of TSM in a CBLL arena are A side with 7 with the wall. All of them are leaning towards C so far. And with the lurk, I mean, the lurk is gone. Let's go towards C site.
TSM off guard, or at the very least force more util to respect these corners.
Beautiful.
Speaking of that, Timotino forces out that engagement, gets the advantage. SW expecting now Zanatsu and Zoij have to re-clear through their own site. And Timotino's looking for an ace on the pistol. Hello. Recurring appearance, but doesn't get the 1-2 shot he was hoping for. Now slipping past those defenses. He's on the chase.
Oh,
Who is Hunter and who is Bernie? Timotino just getting away with way too much. And Bora, great support, will now shut down this push from STELLAE.
Upper for their bonus. Oh. You can't move as quickly into the A side. A triple swing into the breakable door. The ult out from Timotino pushes him back.
Already on the 3rd round, he has that from the ace and the pistol. He's done playing around. We'll get the punish on Timotino. 10 seconds left. GMD on prevention duty. Paranoia will have Chisora back to safety. Gi, a body block. And it's just, well, I don't want to say what I was thinking. GMD, oh my God.
For the side of STELLAE. An already aggressive push. Here is the entry denied.
Oh, even through the rolling thunder, Bora hangs on for dear life and snuffs the life out of STELLAE. Just the follow-up, the rolling thunder, TSM were able to adjust, expecting this, and man, caught GMD in the midst of the chaos. And there'll still be a plan. The overdrive goes to Hunt 7, but the jump kind of messes up the duelist. And 7, it's the battle stage you've been waiting to see, Vans. He's clutched for TSM before, back on Ascent, and he's ready to shed blood. And STELLAE finally put a stop to him, but it's just too late. Zoij in a 1v3, can't protect the spike anymore. STELLAE, they kind of pivot, do that pivot towards B. Whenever things get sketchy, they go into B, and TSM are beating them to the punch and beating them to death. To sink his teeth into GMD. Reinforcements on the way. They just rotate into the sidelines of STELLAE. Oh, but 7 is worth his weight in gold and buys enough time for Timotino's up to get into position with open sightlines. Now with the wall off, they can at least get the resurrect going. TSM have a chance. Equal numbers. Time on STELLAE's side. 2 in the corner, 1 in main. Still a flash for Chisora. So they could still work with that. We're waiting for TSM to approach them. STELLAE back to their reactive style, but 7 and wreaking havoc. The op gets traded, but it will be recovered. 7 is a hero again.
Second ult already.
Whatever it takes. Last round of the half, and Alvin gets to be involved, be part of this equation to subtract STELLAE, but Paranoia will ice him in his tracks. Up next is the duelist, Timotino. What a wave. And it's just 1 in his path. And it's even worse than STELLAE expected. A 10-2 half for TSM.
Right now, it's going to be harder for you to even get into an op on a defensive side, but maybe that's not their style of play anyways with the Neon Breach.
Oh, it's the practice range for Alvin Boy. The defense, actually. So now TSM just kind of bunker down. Timotino goes exploring. He goes hunting. And finally, will be laid to rest. And so do the rest of STELLAE. A dominant end to this map and this series, 13-2.
Finish the map against our opponents, but this time they finish a series against the Brazilian powerhouse and are able to move forward into the next round of the Swiss stage.
To do it when the crowd is against them, but at least one person that was on their side.
Yep, like
is
3
the
people.
One. Now you're guys, that TSM on his forehead is going to be permanent if they keep on winning.